The only reason I'm wearing them is so I don't clip out like last time's. It's gonna look very misogynistic.
Yeah, don't give
that
the
I
girl
get extra equipment.
headphones.
Yeah, we were there to. I give you a microphone, not headphones, because you're not here to listen. You're here to teach. I'm here to listen.
Can you use any micro or headset?
Yeah.
I have an old shitty pair of Skull Candies back when those were cool.
Yeah. Oh man, Skull Candies.
Remember those?
What happened to those? Those were like for kids who started smoking early.
We should look up their Instagram.
Let's see. You know what I was listening to on my way over? The Gorillas.
Nice.
If I could listen to the you didn't care about that at all.
No, I did. Didn't I tell you that my mom really liked that one song?
Feel good. That one? That's the only one I remember. That's the only.
Oh yeah, whatever that one was.
Yeah, where it's like ha.
Yeah.
Feel good.
What was that song?
Feel good.
Really?
Like the Gorillas, yeah.
Oh.
It's like doom, 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 doom. I just remember the video. The video was like this really cool
I just remember
animation.
the art was like creative.
Skull Candy is back up.
Oh, it's very much a thing.
They're
It has
around.
680,000 followers.
Damn, it looks like they've done a little rebranding. Oh, it's just Pride Month. That's why.
Oh, I
How
saw
do you
you
feel
did
about
post about that. Do we want to do an intro? Are we
No,
is it?
we've
This
never.
is
I hate intros. I like starting
Hey
the story
guys,
where it starts.
Welcome back to Bonding.
There you get. You should intro it every time.
I did. There we go.
Thank you.
Now we're rolling.
How do you feel about Pride?
Well, I feel like the angle that could be in your mind right now is how companies just use it to be like, we're inclusive, and
Right.
it's really all fake and this like fluffy thing. It's like a Hallmark holiday.
Yeah.
Kind of a thing.
It is.
That's a hot take. I also think it's nice to give them a month.
Them.
Give the people of the gays.
I don't know.
a month. I think
yeah,
it's nice.
I agree.
I think it's like a beautiful time to be like, just be your, honestly, from like a super like bird's eye view on the whole thing, all it's about is just being yourself and putting that out there. That's literally it. It's like, take your clothes off and run around the streets of West Village. Like,
I guess
cool,
that's
like,
why
be
I have
yourself.
such a problem with it, because I hate myself.
Maybe.
That's what it is.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
It's
What
just
do you
a
have pride
mere-
for? You should have shame. But that also comes from my 1 year at Catholic school. That did a lot of damage.
Yeah.
The shame aspect of that never goes away. I'm great at shame. I'm not good at pride. Great at shame, though. I can shame myself all day long. There should be a shame month where everybody, you want to talk about inclusivity, okay?
Shame
The
month?
gays, LGBTQIA, whatever the rest of the
yeah.
letters are, they get a month to be proud because
Mhm.
they're different and they want to celebrate
Mhm.
being proud of who they are. And
Right.
I'm down with that. I support that. I'm just saying we should get a month for shame. Everybody who's ashamed of themselves should get a month to
Feel
celebrate
seen
that.
and to feel
I want to
seen.
feel seen. I don't want to be seen. I just want to be able to lay in bed for a month. That's how I'm celebrating Shame Month. I'm not going to get up.
The
I'm
visual that comes to mind right now is like walking past a fat person and just like palming a Big Mac out of their hand. Being like, it's Shame Month.
Yeah.
Right? That's what I picture when I see Shame Month, where you just make people be the best versions of themselves. Like,
Yeah.
shame them into being better. Be like, no.
Oh, see, no, that's not. I want to shame yourself into
Like, eat
being
more?
worse.
Oh, being like, almost be like, you better finish that,
Buckle
fatty.
up. Yeah, yeah, exactly.
All right, I see the angle see, I was seeing shame. I like to use shame as a tool to be better. So that's my version of shame. But you're seeing it as like, let me just be in like an incubator of shame and feel like myself.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever used shame for good.
This is like the convo we had with Brian Scott McFadden the other day, where it's like, use your downfalls to get you farther. Like, his stresses made him successful.
Yeah.
But you're just using shame to almost pull you back.
It's probably made me more successful.
I'm thinking that actually
I think it has.
You're better because of it.
Yeah. There was a thing in Jerry Seinfeld's last special where he was talking about the house he grew up in, and he was like, would I have been funnier if I grew up in a brothel, in a broken home somewhere? Maybe. But this is what I had to work with.
It's kind of annoying. He's kind of that annoys me. Like, oh, my life was so perfect.
Yeah, I see. Bring it back to shame.
Maybe that was angry. That came from a place of anger. Maybe jealousy.
Jealousy.
Not that I've had a hard life.
Is that one of the sins?
I think so.
Jealousy?
Yes,
What
envy.
are the sins?
Envy.
Envy. Yeah.
Gluttony. me.
All the sins. I know all the SpongeBob characters are one of the sins.
Really?
Each one of them are a sin. Yeah.
What's
so that's usually
SpongeBob?
how I try to pride, I think.
That's not a sin.
Isn't it?
Pride?
Yeah. I mean, that's why the Catholics hate gays so much.
Okay.
Because they're proud.
The 7 sins. We need a Jamie or whatever.
Jamie, see if you can pull this up real quick.
Okay.
See if we can look at this. Yeah. See? Check this out. 7 deadly sins right here, Jamie.
This is harder to Google than I thought. I just, and it
What
just
did you
gives
Google? List of
The
sins?
7 deadly sins.
Oh, yeah. Let's see.
Nothing's coming. This is hard.
What do you mean? What Google
You know
are you
how
using?
Google normally just gives you the
I'm gonna
answer at
find
the top.
it in 3 seconds.
Oh, I found it. Pride is one. What the fuck?
Yeah, see? I knew it. Yeah, okay. Mr. Krabs, greed. Squidward, wrath. Mrs. Puff, gluttony. Patrick, sloth. Sandy, pride. Plankton, envy. Pearl, lust.
How did I not know this? I love SpongeBob more than anything.
There's some different variations. Some people say SpongeBob is lust,
Okay,
Squidward's and then the rest of them.
Which of the 7 deadly sins is your biggest? Would you say your biggest issue, or that is oh fuck, that's one of my worst sins? Or rank them in order from the most the most relevant to you to the least relevant to you.
I think the most relevant is envy.
Okay.
To me.
Gluttony's mine, hands down.
That would probably be number 2. When you say gluttony, what does that mean to you?
I think just my food addiction. I could eat until this fridge is empty. If I had no plans for the rest of my life, that's all I want to do is just put on the biggest pair of sweatpants, put on the shittiest TV show, and just eat until I can't feel.
This might be the 3rd time you mentioned that on the podcast.
I love food.
I want that to happen for you so much.
I'd be so gross.
I want you to have it. I want you to be filled with shame. That's how we're going to celebrate Shame Month. We need a designated month for shame.
I mean, honestly, I live in shame when I feel really fat.
Well, I mean, it's the
way you just laughed about that was
I was just trying to picture you.
Feel it.
I live for the shame. I love it. I lust for it.
Your words, it goes envy, gluttony.
Yeah.
Those you're missing greed.
I don't think I'm greedy.
So that would be your last
Sloth,
one?
Yeah, sloth, greed. Those don't go with me. Maybe, I mean, it's a miracle that I'm here right now, up and awake at 3:26 p.m.
Really?
Yeah, and on a Sunday.
I know. Well, Saturdays
you know how
are
crazy
big for
my
you.
Fridays and Saturdays are, and I woke up.
I even gave you a hall pass. I was like, look, if you're tired.
Well, this is the 3rd time we've tried to record because
yes, we didn't tell
we
them
had technical difficulties the first time.
Yeah.
Then I went and bought a whole new mixer the 2nd time, and I still was missing a cord. Shout out to B&H. And then Friday.
She's sponsored by B&H.
Yeah, we're not gonna get one after this. Then Friday. We didn't record. I was in a lot of pain Friday. My knees and my back. Then I don't know why I said it. I was in pain. My knees, my back, Charles.
When you don't feel 100%, I can't leave my house.
Yeah,
I get it.
It's one of those. That's why I try to work out every day.
That helps your knees and your back. I just work out at the gym. Make it go away.
It helps my spirit because I'm like, if I could force myself to get through this workout, I could force myself to get through a bad set. Good set. I can force myself to just get. The hardest part, I think, is getting up and getting out of bed. And usually when I'm up, I tend not to want to go back to bed. It's very rare if I do. Because I'm just like, all right, I'm up now. I'm doing something.
Well, Jerry Seinfeld talks about weight training as a really important tool for stand-up.
Yeah. No, it is. And I liked I know what he was talking about when he was like, you get to the gym and you're like, it's time to do this again. But then 40 minutes in, you're like, all right, I'm here. Let's do it.
On top of the world,
On top of it. But I do think I'm trying to make some better lifestyle choices.
Mm-hmm.
Trying to get a good sleep schedule going. It's hard to do that when we work the Batman hours.
When you drink.
Oh, yeah, that too. Yeah. Well,
I mean, the Batman hours are fine now that I stopped drinking. And then here I am 70 days later because I'm sleeping better. I'm losing weight. I feel better.
Yeah.
I honestly had a problem back to the gluttony. I binge ate a lot when I was drinking. When I was wasted, I'd come home and I would just eat whatever I could get my hands on. I would literally see sideways and I would just eat until I couldn't breathe.
Yeah.
a lot. Like I did that a lot, and so I'm not doing that anymore. So I wake up feeling refreshed, and I'm like, oh no, I didn't poison myself and then destroy myself. It's really cool, and I like don't say weird things to people. Not that I was, not that. Not that that was like a real common theme, but like I would definitely like DM people. I'd like slip and slide into DMs. I'm like, why did I, that's weird.
Just the way you frame that. No, it's really good. I'm feeling better. I'm sleeping better. I'm not saying weird things to people anymore.
Well,
when I was drinking, I was just walking up to guys being like, so how many teeth do you think you could fit in your mouth outside of your own? And then they would walk away. I stopped doing that.
Really?
I quit drinking, and all my relationships have improved because I remember how to have a conversation.
Yeah. Well, I actually want to do a bit about being like, so I stopped drinking for health reasons, you know, like
Right.
I've got PCOS, which is polycystic ovarian syndrome.
Mm-hmm.
And I also, I would, this was a crazy thing. I was like, I would fuck bartenders in bathrooms. That happened only twice, but it was weird. I didn't need to do that.
What, hooking up with bartenders in bathrooms?
Yeah.
It happened twice?
Yeah.
Was it the same bartender?
Same bartender, different bathrooms.
This
Yeah.
guy works a couple of different jobs or what?
There's details that we don't need to go into.
Okay.
But yeah.
Sorry, it's just
Anyway,
you can't drop
don't
something like
drink.
that on me. I have questions. I have a curious
Yeah,
mind.
well-
But it's okay. We don't have to talk about it.
Anyways,
it's
now that
just
I'm
fu-
not drinking.
Wait, was it at his job?
Yeah, well, it was. I would meet him at his job, and
Right.
then there was a bar across the street that just happened at.
Yeah,
Twice.
because he didn't shit where he ate.
Yeah.
And he certainly didn't
Smart.
fuck there.
Yeah. Anyways, now
I'm
that
sorry.
I'm sober, I don't do those
Yes.
things, and I'm really proud of myself.
That's amazing.
Thanks.
I'm proud that you're not publicly fornicating
yeah,
anymore.
it's really crazy what happens when you're sober.
Listen, on behalf of me and all of the listeners, we want to thank
I
you.
think you.
Anybody
might
that's
feel
listening to
seen.
this podcast, you can go into a public bathroom tonight in New York City knowing you can feel a little bit safer.
Yeah.
There's no, well, not that's not true. There's a lot of
Some
depraved
other people
animals.
are doing it. People
Yeah.
drinking. I walk around the streets now sober, and I'm like, it's like the zombie apocalypse out here. Like everyone's just shithoused, and you're like, seeing it when you're sober. You're just
What,
like,
drunk people?
Yeah, like
Really?
just like, oh, like this one guy was just walking sideways on Friday night. I was walking home. I was walking home from the stand. I stopped by and literally it was like probably midnight when I was walking home, and I was just scared. I was like, I can't.
Yeah.
Like I was safe because I was like I could fuck everybody up because they're literally can't see straight.
Yeah.
But like and like this one girl was walking with her friends, and she was showing them something on her phone, and she's like, I can't even read it. I'm so drunk. And I'm like, you're blind? So you're making yourself blind? Like, I just was really, I don't know. It's very fascinating.
Are you gonna start walking around with a Bible now?
Yeah. And
Here,
shaming people.
My son of Christ.
Being like, oh, it's my own personal shame month.
I guess I've just got I'm immune to drunk people because I feel like on average I'm performing for like
You're wasted?
50 of that too. Yeah. One of the two. But I'm trying to cut back.
Right.
We're setting goals for ourselves on the
Mhm.
podcast today. We got goals. We
What
got
are
dreams.
What are your main goals right now?
I want to be a firefighter.
You'd
When
be
I
the
grow
worst firefighter
I
ever.
would be. I want to. Yeah, I wouldn't be a good firefighter. No, I'd be. I never thought about it really. I think I'd be a bad cop.
You would be the worst cop.
Yeah, not like corrupt or anything, but
No,
I just
you would
wouldn't
just be like,
arrest anyone.
I'm looking this
Yeah,
way,
I'm
man.
looking the
You
other
better
way.
run that
Hey,
way.
falls off a truck. Not my business.
And you just
as
be
long as
lazy
it-
and just cracking jokes.
Yeah, I'd be the donut eating cops.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would like try to get a desk job as a cop just so I could work
Yeah.
for 20 years and get a pension.
I can see you just answering phones and just telling jokes
Yeah.
and hanging up.
Right.
Saying,
Yeah.
I think we got a problem on Houston and First.
Yeah. Like, yeah, I'll tell you what the problem is. The cost of rent down there. And hang up the phone. They're like, why does he do that voice all the time? We know what he sounds like.
Good.
Uh,
Yeah.
But I, in spirit of not becoming a firefighter, because let's face it, that dream is sealed. Can you become a firefighter? Can you start being a firefighter when you're 26?
I think so.
Yeah, right.
They'll take anyone.
I thought it was hard to get a job as a firefighter.
Volunteer, no. But I guess if you're,
Well, what's the
I
point
think
in
you
that?
start as a volunteer. I don't know how
Yeah.
it works.
Either way, that's a goal that I'm gonna just cross
Throw
off my
away.
list.
Yeah.
I'm cutting back. I'm making lifestyle choices.
Yeah, you're gonna cut back for how long?
I don't know. A week probably.
I think a week is a really good goal. No,
Yeah.
so you're gonna say no alcohol for 1 week.
Yeah, I'm gonna say no alcohol for 1
Are
week.
you gonna smoke?
Of course.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's fine. I think that's important.
Otherwise, I'll kill myself.
I have a joke about egg salad that you inspired.
Because I was eating egg salad last week.
And there's something embarrassing about egg salad. And
fellas, is it gay to eat egg salad?
It is. It is.
You were eating a regular salad when I came in.
I don't know what it is, but I asked my friend. I'm like,
about
what do you
egg
think
salad.
about egg salad?
You got a problem with egg salad?
It's
universal.
It's universal. It's not me.
I think there's universal
I said
hate
to my
egg
friend because
salad.
I wasn't sure if I was being the weirdo, but I was like, "What do you think about egg salad?" He's like, "I don't know." I was like, "You think it's kind of like when people eat it, you're kind of like you're judging them a little bit." He's like, "Yeah," and I'm like, "What is that?" And he's like, "I don't know. That's weird." And then we were thinking of a funny sketch where like it's like let's say I go to the deli all the time downstairs, but let's say my go-to order is an egg salad, and let's say I hooked up with this guy and we both go to get bagels in the morning or something.
Yeah, because they don't serve it at the bar you guys hooked up at.
You know what I mean? Yeah, exactly. Sure. And then, so it would be funny if I went down there and I walk in and they're like, "Oh, Tori, like the regular, like your usual special," like, and I'm like, and I have to be like, "No." I don't know. It's just a funny scene to paint.
So you have a fake scenario where that stems from you shaming yourself for getting egg salad? So are you saying you don't want that guy to know that your regular order is egg salad?
Yeah, like egg salad is
because
embarrassing.
then what's going to happen? He's going to be like,
He'll
that's
leave.
it.
Yeah.
He's going to leave right there.
Yeah.
Everything's blocked.
And never talk to me again.
He's like, I like eggs on their own, scrambled or over easy.
Yeah.
What's all this salad bullshit? Mayonnaise, mustard?
People are weird about mayo. They're like, ew, mayo. I love mayo, personally.
I don't like to consciously think about eating mayonnaise. When I do eat it, I just kind of pretend it's not there.
I like mayo, though. But if you ever think about what it is, it's pretty gross. It's like eggs.
Right.
And vinegar.
Yeah.
Like fermented in a jar for like ever.
Yeah.
Anyways, so that's a really weird tangent about mayo and egg salad, but go back to your Waypoint map.
Yeah. That's boy, I need a drink right now. Okay. I'm gonna do this reframe. Because this is what you use.
Yes. Did you download it already?
I downloaded it. I'm gonna
right now. Okay, log in.
I'm gonna. Well, I have to start building a custom plan first, don't I?
Right. Yes.
Okay. So let's start building this custom plan.
Did you log in?
I'm starting to build the custom plan. It says log in. How am I gonna log in if I don't have a custom plan to log in with yet? Tori!
It's been 70 days since I downloaded it, so it's been a while.
Yeah.
I'm just so fucking perfect now. I just can't even remember the days of starting.
When it asks why I drink, I'm going to check the box podcast co-host.
I don't think it asks you why.
How did you hear about us? Friend/family.
There we go.
First, we'd love to get to know you a little better. I'm definitely not putting my name in this thing, so what should we call you? I'm not putting my name
Uncle
in.
Troy.
I'm going to do Sober
Sally.
Daddy.
Sober Daddy.
What sex best describes you? All the time, baby. That's a male officer. Male. Who knew sobriety could be so much fun? What is your age range? Ain't nothing over 55, baby. 26 through 30.
Like, we're still in the same age bracket. That gives me hope.
Yeah. You're 2 years older than me?
3.
3. That's right. I was there for your 29th.
Yeah. 29.
My friend turned 30 today. Shout out to Slater Harrison.
Oh, I did wish her. We DM'd, so we're friends now.
Yeah, so she's in Mexico.
She's been there for, I'm like, did she move there?
No, I think it was just a problem with ice. Sober Daddy, why do you want to change your drinking habits? Good question. I sounded like the Joker when I said that. Good question. Why do you want to change your drinking habits?
You're so good at that voice. It's like, it's kind of scary.
It's a funny world we live in. I want to be dry, Batman. Improve health and wellness. I guess so.
Yeah, your knees.
Avoid negative external effects. Legal, social. I don't feel like I've had a lot of negative effects socially. I'm a pretty fun drunk.
Yeah.
Oh, it only lets me pick one. I'm going to go with improve my health and wellness. Weight loss? No, I do like this last one. I'm not sure, just to feel better.
Weight loss. Well, you were fat shamed recently.
I was.
Yeah, and it brought you down.
It brought me down for a good week.
Yeah, so throw the weight loss in there if it gives you...
No, it only lets me pick one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Not that you need to lose weight. You look beautiful the way you are.
Thank you so much. That's good to know. We'll prioritize helping you build the skills and resilience you need to feel better, with lots of support along the way. I feel sober already.
You should do VO work.
I have auditioned for a lot of it. I never get it.
Why not?
I get a
What
lot
do
of
they tell you when they say, sorry, not you,
They
man?
don't. I would love to know why I don't get the job.
You gotta ask for
I
feedback.
go on so many auditions a year and a lot of callbacks. No bookings. What other goal? Life would be tragic. Life would be tragic if it weren't funny, Batman.
I really love your Jerry to Joker pivot. So
It
it's good.
happens so much. Why are you so
Like,
serious?
What's happening?
You want to know how I got these scars? Which alcohol reduction path feels right for you? I want to quit drinking. I want to cut back on drinking. I'm already alcohol free and just want to continue my journey. I'm not sure yet.
Cut back.
Cut back. Cut back. Cut back. The next few questions may be hard. Oh, shit. But make sure you answer as honestly as possible. Not a problem. What does a typical week look like for you, sober daddy? Oh, Jesus. I don't know. During the week, maybe I'll have
Can
like...
I take a guess?
Yeah.
Weekly drinks for you.
Mm-hmm.
I'd say anywhere from 20 to 30.
Honestly.
I know it's so.
'Cause I will down a whole case of White Claw.
With the honest face, just kind of kills me.
I know. Well, it told me to answer the questions honestly.
I know. I don't know. It shouldn't be funny. It goes back to when you're talking about comedy and tragedy, where it's like it's so closely linked, and I laugh so much at the most fucked up things, especially when it's like my own issues.
Yeah.
It's like, why is that funny? And it's like, I don't know. It is. Like, it just is.
Yeah.
Sorry.
It's harder to not laugh when you're not supposed to.
Right.
I remember one time in school, me and my friend got into so much trouble because this is going to sound terrible, but our teacher came in and told us that she had cancer. And we laughed so hard. We couldn't stop it. Nobody liked this teacher, first of all. I'm not saying she deserved to have cancer, but she said she had it. Me and my friend are just in the back like SpongeBob and Patrick, like 24 and 25. Like we were sweating, trying not to laugh. And then we go into the bathroom. She sent us to the principal's office.
How did she tell you guys?
She told, like, very sadly. It wasn't any. She was like, "Hey guys, knock knock. Who's there?
Cancer.
Cancer. Ha, ha, ha. Get ready for a substitute teacher. Cancer. So don't worry about that homework tonight." She told us, like, really upsettingly. She was like, "I've been out for the last few months, and it hasn't been fair to you guys. So we'll let you know that I have cancer." And we just lost it.
Just you and your friend. No one else lost it.
No,
they
well,
all
everyone
like,
else was starting to laugh after we started because we started it. Yeah, and then she sent us to the
Yeah.
principal's office, and my friend and I went into the bathroom and laughed for like maybe 10 minutes to each other before we just left school. We didn't go to the principal's office.
And
we
then
just
you
left.
never thought, like, why did I laugh? You just were like,
I think I laughed because it wasn't appropriate to laugh. That's
Got
my
it.
big, like, if you tell me not to laugh,
it was nervous laughter.
Yeah. And I also think it's because we just didn't like her. It was vengeful laughter too. It wasn't like an evil, like, die, woman. It was more like, she has cancer and we're not supposed to laugh at this.
Do you have a bit
Even
about
now
this?
it makes me laugh.
I know. I'm, like, really holding back.
Oh, no.
This kind of is on brand with your gluten-free kid getting hit by a car or whatever.
Yeah.
This is one of those jokes. Would you ever turn this into a joke on stage?
Yeah.
Because it's funny.
Yeah. I think so.
It's really
And
funny.
I just want to say she's alive. She beat the cancer.
Thank
She's
God.
alive.
So she can listen to this
So
podcast.
she probably never will. But shout out. No, I'm not going to say her name. That's going to be
I was
a
just
problem.
going to make that joke, being like, shout out Mrs. Smith.
Yeah, exactly. Okay.
Okay.
So I'm going to say, because I was trying to do
30
the
to
math in my
50.
head. I'd say I'd have about 5 drinks a night. Not like I'm pounding them back to back, but like over the course of...
My favorite was
doing
when I hear like the crack.
I know, and I try to like put a silencer on it. But that's the problem, is like I can drink a lot of White Claws and still not be
White
drunk.
Claw's like water.
I know. I know it's a bad week if I'm busting out the vodka and orange juice.
Yeah.
I know it's gonna be long, but I'd say if I have like 5 White Claws a night, multiply that by 7. What's that? 35.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's your assessment was fair. I'm gonna say 30.
Okay.
I'm gonna do 35 just to be fair. Types of beverage. This is helpful. There's no White Claw emoji thing on this. I guess I'll go with
Just do the martini one.
that's
or like,
what I was gonna go with. Because martini's like the best medium for all.
Yeah,
Because like I drink. Sometimes I drink vodka. Sometimes
You never
I'll
drink
White
beer,
Claws.
do you?
Not really. I used to love.
I've never seen you drink a beer.
I used to love the tall
Natty
yellow
Ice?
Coors Light. That's what I got busted
Right.
with, the Natty Ice. And I used to really like Blue Moon, but I don't have a taste for
I
it
like
anymore.
Blue Moon.
I
That
used
was
to really
mine.
like it,
Yeah.
but I don't. It's too
Liked.
sweet now. Yeah, I liked it. Past tense. How many drinks are you aiming to cut down to per?
Well, for the first
Week.
week, 0 is your goal.
Yeah.
But let's say, why don't you try and cut it in half? 20 drinks a week?
20. That's exactly the highest it'll let me go up to. Okay. 20 drinks. Hell yeah.
Really funny.
Have you tried to cut back or quit in the past unsuccessfully? Hell yeah. How often has alcohol interfered with your life?
Think about your mornings. Your mornings when you're not feeling well.
Ooh.
Yeah, I feel like you live in like that nighttime, like your mindset is like night Troy, but it's like think about like day Troy.
Yeah.
Which no one gets to see. Maybe that's why you're
Thank
like, oh, like
God.
I'm not right?
Thank God. I don't know. I honestly don't want people to see Night Troy.
They see you on stage.
No, they don't. They see an act.
Okay.
They see an act. That's more Patrick Bateman. You may think when you watch me perform, you
That's
see
fair.
another person, but it's just not there.
I just started
damn it.
playing all of your like go-to jokes, like my mom is white, my dad is black.
Monkey boying it up, baby.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, so I answered one just a little over sometimes. Between sometimes and often.
Uh-huh.
I think right there in the middle. Sober daddy, what are some reasons you drink? To relax, to have fun, socialize when I'm bored, to escape stress or worry, when I'm angry, when I'm sad, upset, other. I'd say the last one more than anything.
Other?
No, when I'm sad and upset. Oh, I could pick multiples on this.
Okay, good.
When I'm sad and upset,
That's
yes,
number one?
that's number one. To have fun and socialize, absolutely. Sometimes I feel like I cannot talk to some people unless I have a drink. Just because, like, I'm around some people. Just because I'm around so many people,
Yeah.
I'm very social, but I hate using the introverted extrovert thing, but that's how I really feel. So definitely to socialize. I'm never gonna get a normal job ever in my life after
you
this
won't need
podcast.
one.
I'm just never gonna get
I
one.
have one. Should I be worried
I'm
about
gonna
that?
no.
Have I said anything
All the
weird?
blame is on me. No. No, you've been very supportive.
No, I just meant like in general.
No, yeah, you're good.
On general
Unless they have a
statements.
bathroom policy. Other than that, you might be fine. I'm sorry. It's just a fun joke. I'm not trying to shame you.
No, it's okay.
I know
I
it
said
comes
it.
off as
I'm
I'm
allowed.
shaming.
I'm allowed. I honestly, I find it funny.
I think it's funny.
I think
too.
it's funny.
I think it's pretty gangster of you. Yeah. What was the other one? I got I'll say those two. When I'm bored, I don't know. Just those two, really. Okay,
Times when
I
I got-
agree
yeah.
with policy. Confirm. Oh my God! It said this email already exists. Did I try to do this one day when I was hammered?
That'd be hilarious.
Let me put in another email.
That's really interesting.
That is there. I think I just found my rock bottom. Oh man. Oh, what? You got to pay for this?
Oh yeah, sorry. I'll Venmo
Well,
you for it.
That was
as
fun
like
while
a-
it lasted.
You're not gonna do it?
No. Yeah. Well, I mean, I feel like I learned a lot about
I learned a lot about you.
the app. Yeah. Yeah, and me. Yeah, that's Reframe. I wouldn't use it. Is there an opposite of ad? This podcast is not brought to you by the Reframe app.
You just don't want to pay
It's good.
for it.
I just
So
don't want to spend
what
$30 a month for it.
I've learned is that when
Yeah.
I spend money on something, I use it. So
Right.
for me, it's an accountability tool.
Yeah, that's smart.
So if you had bought that, you would have done it. You didn't pay for that,
I don't know. People buy gym memberships all the time and go like once a year.
but they are upset about it.
Yeah.
They feel the shame.
Yeah. Just what I need. More shame for when I start drinking again on this
That's
app.
I know that's the weird thing about being sober is like everyone's like, "Oh, is this like your life now?" And I'm like, I don't know, but the weight of a glass of wine now is like
Yeah.
so heavy.
Yeah.
Like I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
oh,
Yeah.
The horrors.
It's
like I made it. Like, I've really demonized alcohol in this weird way where I never used to think twice about it. I don't know. It's weird.
Well, I mean, I think once you totally get it out of your system, the first thing you do is demonize it. With anything. Like, I did that with blow, with pills.
2 weeks in of sobriety, I cried for no reason for like an hour.
Well, that's just because you're a woman.
That's our clip right there. I think that's good.
It's, your hormones. It's okay.
It was weird, though. I had no reason to cry. I was sobbing.
What?
Sobbing.
Was it a long cry?
Yeah, and I would look in the mirror. Normally, looking in the mirror makes me laugh when I cry because I think the act of crying is ridiculous and you look stupid.
Yeah.
But I was able to continue. That was for the first time in my life. I looked in the mirror crying and I didn't stop. Normally, I start laughing.
You got ice in your veins, man. Like, you're tough. The way you just said that sounded like a KGB child soldier. I think the act of crying is disgusting and makes you
I think it's hilarious. Whenever
Active
I've
crying
cried
is
and
for
I've looked in
bitch.
the mirror, I laugh immediately. I'm like, that you look so dumb. It's my go-to tool when I cry. I'm like, just look in the mirror and you'll laugh. Have you ever looked in the mirror when you're crying? Have you ever cried?
Yeah, this morning.
Just look in the mirror.
Yeah.
And you'll laugh. Or you should. Last time I did it, I was like, it was so weird. I was like, why am I still crying?
I hate looking in the mirror.
Anyways.
I can't do it. That'll ruin my day, looking in the mirror.
I don't think so.
I try to do it as little as I can. Because then I just... No, really, I
You're
hate...
so humble. Guys.
No, I am so obsessive.
I see.
And
Okay.
I will get in my own way.
Okay.
The more
I'll give you that.
Yeah.
Well, I think it's important to be humbled every time you look in the mirror just a little bit.
Yeah, well, that's probably why it's good to cry when you're looking in the mirror.
If you look in the mirror and you're always just like, that's it.
Yeah.
Fucking mic drop. Then I don't know. You're not a human. I don't like that.
I guess the only time I'm really looking in the mirror is at the gym. That feels
there
good.
are mirrors everywhere at the
Yeah.
gym.
That feels good to wear.
It's for form, you know.
No, that one is definitely vanity.
Kidding.
Yeah.
They put mirrors in elevators because it makes time pass quicker when you look at yourself. And I remember hearing that fact. And anytime in an elevator where there's a mirror, it goes by quicker. And when I'm in an elevator with no mirrors, I'm like doo 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 and like scrolling on my phone. And I'm like not that obsessed with myself. So
it's fascinating, those little things, right? Because
Right?
like I learned the other day, the reason there used to not be windows on subways because
Really?
they figured you're underground. What do you want to see? But people were
That would
like
scare
going
the shit out of
crazy.
me.
They were going crazy underground all that time. So like, and I looked at the windows in the subway way differently after I heard that because I'm just like,
thank God.
yeah, I'm
That's
like,
like
I never really realized how
Think about
important that was.
airplanes.
That would be terrifying. That's disorienting.
Oh, you've only been on one, right?
No, I've been on like 5.
Okay.
But that was all for one trip. It was
Where'd
a
you
pain in the
go?
Alaska.
Oh, when?
2020 February.
Why?
I did a college out there.
Wow.
University of Anchorage.
Was it exciting?
So exciting. I had the time of my life. I want to go back so badly.
Who'd you
I
go
loved it so
with?
much. Just myself.
And your first flight was alone?
Yeah.
That's crazy to me.
Yeah. I tied my own shoes this morning too, if you could believe it. I fucked up though when I took the flight because I wasn't sure how long the process was and everything, and I got to LaGuardia super early, and I was a little apprehensive about flying, so I took 2 Xanax at the gate, or like when they're checking your bags at security, and I was like 2 hours early for my flight. So like after I took the Xanax, I was struggling to get to that plane. I was dying. But we flew from LaGuardia to Minneapolis, St. Paul, and I watched the plane. I'm
like, there had to have been someone else there.
I was the only one on the plane.
I refuse to believe that you took your first flight alone. That to me is so impressive. Like,
nobody was gonna go to Alaska with me.
I would want someone to hold my hand through the process.
I went on an audition that morning, and then right after the audition, I got in an Uber and went on the plane. I flew in the day before Valentine's Day. I went from LaGuardia to Minneapolis, stopped off at the Prince store in the Minneapolis airport, which is really cool. Then Minneapolis to Seattle, where I watched Parasite, and then Seattle to Alaska, and then same thing on the way back. Yeah, well, it was a good gig. They paid for travel and everything.
Which university?
University of Anchorage, Alaska.
So random.
They were really cool. Well, Alaska itself was pretty much everything you think it's going to be.
Like seals and polar bears?
Well, there's a lot of moose. You got to watch out
melting?
for the mooses. because they will
Meese?
fuck you up. Meese so horny. But I got there. I landed. I left the city at like 3. I think it took me 12 hours altogether, maybe less. It was either 12 or 7. I don't really remember. But I got it was nighttime when I got there.
Well,
stayed at a really cool
you
hotel.
had 4 flights, right?
Yeah.
Definitely wasn't 7 hours.
Yeah.
7 hours is to LA, and
Right,
that's when you don't stop.
Right. And we went through a lot of time zones too, so I just forgot.
Well, you were barred out too, so you could have been an hour. Like, I don't know where I
barred
was.
out. Yeah. Yeah, and then I got to Alaska. It was that night. My tax return came in right when I got there, which was nice.
So you were a big spender?
I was a big spender. Then there was a little diner across the street. I forgot what the name of the diner was. They were so cool. I can't believe I'm blanking
Rain
on the
Man,
name.
Come on, what the fuck?
I forgot what it was called,
This
but they
is
were so
unlike
cool
you.
to me. And I was like, where can I get weed out here? And they were like, weed is legal out here, dog. There's dispensaries all over the place. And I was like, hell yeah. And I went to the dispensary down the street, and I was smoking a joint, and my hands clammed up outside afterwards because I just forgot how cold it was. And I was so excited to be smoking in Alaska, and there's all these moving parts. Yeah, and everything just froze up. And the gig itself was really good, too. The kids were really cool. I stay in touch with a lot of them. That was like the last thing I did before COVID, really.
Cool.
My career was taking off, and then COVID killed it. But I would love to travel again. I'd love to be on a flight. I only got scared of the turbulence once that time. And I was like,
That's
yep,
impressive.
here it comes.
And you were on the way back?
And I think that was on the way there.
Okay.
But it was the first time I felt turbulence, too.
Right.
So
No, it's a little
there's
unnerving.
a lot going on. Yeah, I just sat down and pretended I was in Star Wars, and that got me
used to
through
like turbulence as a kid because when you're a kid, you don't like death isn't real.
Right.
So I used to like love it. And I remember one time we had it really bad, and like I got like sent out of my like chair by like a foot, and I thought it was incredible. I was like a murderer kid, just like laughing as everyone was like holding on for their lives.
Yeah, no, it's
But it was good
it's
for
fun.
me to experience that. Now when I feel it, I'm like, oh, this isn't great. But
yeah, now
at
you're
least I
ready to
have
go.
29 years of flying. So anyways,
I've
I'm
only
impressed.
got one. Not even. Yeah. So that was. Forgot what the segue was there, but whatever it was, I'm glad that we are where we're at now.
About you flying?
I don't really
'cause
remember.
You said something about traveling.
Right.
It's gonna bother me.
Oh
well.
Listen, work till your family is sad. That is the cap I'm putting there. Well, as we're coming to the end of this podcast,
Where are we at?
We're at an hour.
Oh, okay. Like, here, I'm over it. We're ending it.
No, it's good. It's a new. We covered a lot of ground.
We did.
Talked about pride. Talked about shame. Going forward, moving forward, and in the spirit of moving forward, I thought we would talk about some of the things that we did last month.
Yes.
That we enjoyed. What are some things we enjoyed last month? I got a list of some things.
Yeah,
I got some stuff. Operation Paperclip. It's a good book I read about the
reminds me of SpongeBob when isn't that like a
Operation Paperclip? I don't know.
They like when they have the worm, the Alaskan bullworm.
Oh yeah, that's how she gets him with the.
Yeah. Anyways,
yeah.
Not to bring SpongeBob back.
That was
this.
getting racist. The more you were whipping, I'm sorry. I
you
felt
have that phone background.
No, I got a lot of love
That's
for
in
it.
your head.
I got duets on that on TikTok. My
Still
MLK
that.
baby, still there. That's never changing. Operation Paperclip is a good book about Nazi scientists that we brought over after World War II. That's pretty much how we found out. Like the Nazis were the ones that figured out smoking causes cancer, and they invented a lot of shit that we use today. Fun little reminder.
Very cool.
Yeah, it was good. It was interesting. The Northman. That was a good movie. It wasn't a movie. It was a film. There's movies and there's films. The Northman was a film.
I'm just blown away. I always assume you have no time to do anything.
Dog Day Afternoon. That was a movie from the 70s with Al Pacino and I can't remember what the other guy's name is. He's only done like 5 movies and they were all great, and then he died. He was Fredo in Godfather. I can't remember what his name was. Anyway, that was a good movie. It's new to me. Kenobi, loving it. It's out right now. I'd cry like a little girl every time I watch an episode because it's just so beautiful. I know you have no interest or thought or care. I should try to get you to watch the Star Wars movies and see if you could.
Die in my eyes when you said that. I was like,
no, it did when I started this list.
Troy's interest.
That's it. I watched surprisingly a lot of documentaries about North Korea. It's fascinating.
Nothing You can say surprisingly. Nothing surprises me.
I would say I was
what comes out
surprised
of
by
your
the
mouth.
amount. I was surprised by the amount of North Korea documentaries I watched.
How many are there?
People, an endless amount.
Okay.
I can't get enough of them. North Korea is, some people are obsessed with murder mysteries. I'm now obsessed with dictatorship documentaries. Jay-Z. Listen to a lot of Jay-Z this month.
Okay.
Big Pimpin'. You know I love him, fucking lead him, because I don't fucking...
That's your go-to right now, Big Pimpin'. Normally, you used to post your favorite songs on Instagram.
I know, I should do that again.
You should. I liked it.
To let everyone know.
I like when you said you couldn't stop listening to Lost by Frank Ocean.
Yeah.
I couldn't stop listening to it. Then I was like, I haven't listened to that in a minute, and then it became like my go-to song for
that
a
whole
while.
album was just so great. Frank Ocean is so incredible to me because like
he's gay.
Yeah, that's the one thing I don't like about him. But
you're gonna keep that in?
Yeah, I need the world to know. I would like him so much more. But I thought it was really funny what he did to. He moved the goalpost so far when it came to homophobia and hip hop. Like
and Lil Nas.
Yeah, I think he really paved the way for that. Frank definitely did. And like also his music is so poetic and beautiful that like he has guys walking around singing his lyrics. Like my guy's pretty like a girl.
Mm-hmm.
Like there were grown ass straight dudes that I knew that were blasting that shit, singing along to it.
You're deflecting. It was you.
I wouldn't say I'm grown.
There you go.
I am a straight male. And I took way too long of a pause after I said that.
Yeah, I was like, where's he going with this?
Nowhere. Not to heaven. Or straight to heaven. Frank was good. Love Frank.
Anyways, you were saying listening to Jay-Z.
Yeah.
And then I pulled you off your track of all your favorite things this month.
Yeah.
Last month.
Well, that was pretty... Little Richard. I listen to a lot of Little Richard. I love Little Richard.
I thought you posted something about that.
Yeah, I've been listening to his music a lot because that Elvis movie was coming out. And I fucking hate Elvis Presley. I fucking hate him so much. He was a racist, bigoted thief who... my grandmother loved him. I'm torn by it. I can't stand him. He stole music from black people and never once did anything to pay reparation about. And this movie's trying to make it look like he was so down to earth and was always paying back to the community. The black community fucking hates Elvis. He stole music and profited off it and never reached back. Hound Dog is not an Elvis Presley song. It's by Big Mama Thornton, and he did a cover of it, and his career blew up, and she got nothing. Fucking nothing. Didn't come up and be like, hey, thank you, Miss Big Mama Thornton. Thank you for everything you helped me with.
It's really sad.
I'm not going to do shit about it, and I'm going to die on the toilet.
I
so he's a racist piece of shit. I fucking can't stand him, and I'm so glad his daughter married a black man. Didn't last long, but whose daughter married?
No.
Michael Jackson.
Maybe I did know that.
Yeah. So anyway, I hate Elvis, and I would say I hope he dies, but he's dead already.
You got what you wanted.
It has nothing to do with us. I can't stand. I can't describe how much I hate Elvis. I'm making myself sweat right now.
Do you hate anyone more? Who do you hate more than Elvis?
That's a good question. I don't have a lot of visceral hate for anybody
other than Elvis.
Hitler? Misunderstood. He taught me how to be weird. Hitler. I guess I'll put him on the list. That goes to show. Yeah.
All right. You don't have to dance.
I want to make it clear. I hate Hitler. Don't think he was a good guy. I wouldn't have a beer with him or Elvis. I hope Hitler and Elvis are in hell getting pegged by Jeffrey Epstein.
Or they came back and they are dolphins in SeaWorld.
Yes. I would love that.
That's the worst thing you can be.
That's the worst thing you can come back as.
Yeah.
A dolphin in SeaWorld.
If you actually think about reincarnation and imagine if all of the dolphins in SeaWorld are just reincarnated bad people, you would want to fuck them up.
That is a great premise. That's so good.
It's the only way to not feel bad.
Right.
Or if you think of like pigs in slaughterhouses, if they were all just like really bad people. You know?
I'd never stop eating pork.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
I would actively be anti-Muslim if I knew every
It's all bad people.
Yeah.
And that's why you kill bugs.
I'd be like, guys,
don't worry, that was Hitler's
it was Pol Pot.
grandson.
It's Hitler's. Well, what did he do?
I don't know. It wouldn't be Hitler. Hitler had to die way worse than just a fly
He also
swat.
didn't have any kids.
All right, whatever. You know what I mean? I was trying to be way more creative and funny than that, but it flopped.
Don't do that again. Here's one that I was thinking of. I've been Baltimore. I've been having a fascination with Baltimore lately because I watched that show. We Own the City, and it's about the cops in Baltimore and how corrupt they were and how crazy they were. And the Baltimore accent is so insane. It just sounds stupid.
Baltimore? Water?
Yeah, like at first time I watched The Wire, I thought they all had a learning disability, but they just were from Baltimore.
I like the way you said learning disability, and then you didn't say the word.
What word?
The word.
What one?
You know I love it.
Which one? I don't know. What word is it?
I don't know.
Who went to Paris? But no, Baltimore's been fascinating to me because I don't know why anybody would want to live there.
It's
gross. It just seems so dangerous.
It's really gross.
And corrupt. I mean, I guess if there's some people you just can't get out.
I live there, and I'm like, how are you alive?
I guess I'm just ignorant to it, and the things that the portrayals of Baltimore, I guess, haven't been positive. I haven't done anything that could to
even if you're there, it's not good.
Yeah, I haven't been. I've been through it. You know, traveling.
Haven't we all?
We've been through it. And what part of Maryland were you from?
Annapolis. Annapolis, yeah. Not far from Baltimore, like 30 minutes.
What's Annapolis like?
So like the Naval Academy is there. It's on the water.
Yeah.
Everything's on the water. It's a cute little downtown. Yeah, it's going under. My backyard actually, I live on a river, and like every year the water gets higher and higher.
No, it's scary. Dead bodies in some cemeteries are coming up out of the water too. At some of these, there's all these shoreline cemeteries in certain parts of the country, and they have to like build stone walls around it so it doesn't seep in through the water. But people are losing their homes and like
dead bodies.
Yeah, dead bodies are rushing ashore. That'll bring down the property value. Was there anything that you enjoyed last month?
May.
Yeah.
I did read a lot of books, so to go off of your template. I read The Unexpected Joy of Being Sober by Catherine Gray. Loved it.
Right.
Loved that book.
Yeah,
She's
you talk
hilarious.
about it a lot.
It's really good.
Yeah,
it's a really good book.
I'm glad that...
I read Quit Like a Woman.
The Hillary Clinton story.
Yeah. It's not that good. It was good. I finished it, but...
Do you feel like you quit like a woman?
I mean, like, the whole point of Quit Like a Woman is that she's, like, shedding light on how AA is skewed towards men, and it was really...
Is it really?
Yeah. It was honestly made, like, for men, and, like, the premise, like, the systems in place are kind of skewed for men, blah, blah, blah.
Just
anyways.
Another thing we got to put on the
It's
list now.
a little bit feminist for me, but very good book still.
For
and I'm reading
men.
Body Keeps the Score now, which is a little dense.
Body Keeps the Score? What's that?
It's called The Body Keeps the Score. It's about trauma. And every time I read a page, I then go back to just scrolling on Instagram. So it's a real problem.
Yeah.
But I need to just focus.
Well, it's good that you're reading.
Thanks. Yeah, I like reading. I'm trying not to scroll on my phone so much, and
Same.
Yeah.
I'm actively trying to not stare into this
really
flashlight all day. Yeah, it's bad.
It's bad.
It's bad.
It's really bad.
We are saying to a bunch of people who are watching this on their phones, or listening,
or their TVs.
You know, if there's anybody listening, send us a message. Let us know how you're listening to this. Are you listening to it on your way to work? Are you walking around listening to it? Are you watching it? That'd be nice to know.
Yeah.
And also
DM us at the pod.
DM us at the Bonding Pod.
Bonding
Pod. Yeah. Also, leave us a review. That helps.
There we go.
I wonder if we got reviews of the podcast on the thing.
On
like
Spotify?
and subscribe. Listen. Please leave a review. It really helps
us
out. And it doesn't have to be a good review. You can leave a bad review if you want to. I'm okay with that.
We like it.
I thrive on it.
You were saying we had a whole convo offline.
Yeah.
We couldn't record last week about bad comments because I got a few on the latest reel and I deleted them because I'm a little bitch. But I'd like to face the fire and leave them up. I need to leave them up. That's really what I need to do.
I have one review.
What does it say?
I can't read this out loud. Here, you read it. I can't.
You mean to read it out loud?
I can't read a compliment about myself.
I saw Troy perform for the first time going to see a friend stand-up set, and I couldn't believe this funny, tall, and cute guy existed. And I asked my friend about him, and he got mad, and it's been 20 years, and we haven't talked, and I heard he's married now with kids living off the grid in Vermont, but it's all been worth it since I get to enjoy Troy's comedy from the comfort of my home, even if it's a little guiltily. You won't regret it. Okay, I do a little, but it might be a personal problem, and trust me, I've made other friends.
Get a journal, dude.
Yeah.
When I see Troy live, I think, what's he like on a podcast? And this is what it's like. Love it.
Love it.
Great review.
When was that from?
Thanks, Joey Bags. 2 years.
Okay, anything
ago.
Recent?
Great comedy. Super hot. We should smash.
Nah.
That's what it says. I'm not bullshitting. That one's from my uncle. But out of 5 reviews, out of 16 ratings, all of them 5-star.
That's exciting.
That means a lot.
Anything in the past month or two?
No.
God damn it.
But I haven't been pushing it out. I used to push out every podcast by saying, please leave a review. So if you're listening today, we need some recent reviews. Please rate it. Please listen to it. Leave a review. It could be good. Could be bad. Tell me to go fuck myself. I don't care. Leave us a review wherever you listen to podcasts.
And Troy will be 7 days sober next time.
I will be 7 days sober next time you hear me. No thanks to the fucking Reframe app.